Welcome back. It's Wednesday again, and I'm just continuing where we left off. So, last episode, I said that changing a life is 80% an internal game. And today, I actually want to get into what that means. So, what I want you to walk away with is that the voice in your head is not you, and this is your mind. And your mind is separate from who you are. So most people go through life believing all of their thoughts. And don't get me wrong, I used to be the same. For example, they think I can't do it, and then they accept this as a fact. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I used to be the same. I used to believe every single thought I had. But what if this voice in your head is just a really loud, overprotective, sometimes even rude roommate that lives in your head? So last year I did an amazing exercise that helped a lot. So my therapist, she told me to, for a few days, notice all of the thoughts I have in my head and maybe even write them down. So just listen what's going on in your head. And it might be really surprising. So when I did this exercise, I was shocked. I constantly have really mean thoughts. Like, I can do this, the other are better in doing it, I'm not good enough, whatever. And if you consciously take this time for a few days, just listen to the voice in your head, you might be really surprised what comes out. And let me tell you, it's not being mean on purpose. It's actually trying to protect you. And it just hasn't updated its threat assessment in many years. So what do I mean with that? Let me explain. Basically, your nervous system can tell the difference between being chased by a tiger or just moving countries. Both really feel like danger and both trigger the same response in your body. And actually, one of them is only a threat, the other one isn't. Let's be real, there is no tiger. And there hasn't been a tiger in many years. But your ego, it doesn't know that. So once you know that the voice is not you, you get to choose. You don't have to obey. You can hear and think, thank you, noted, let's move on. So I'm not talking about toxic positivity or ignoring your fear, but it's about letting fear not be the one who makes the decision for you. And I had many similar moments in my life. When I was about to quit my job, for example, I remember the last days before doing it, I was thinking, is this a good idea? All these thoughts come up. And if you connect to these thoughts, you spiral and you start overthinking, and in the end you might not do it. But even things like when I moved to Bali, of course I had those thoughts coming in, but I didn't let these thoughts take over my actual will to follow my dreams, if that makes sense. So for the next few days, I want to give you a little homework. Just notice. Don't try to change anything or judge anything what you hear. Just try to watch your thoughts throughout the day or days, and even maybe write them down if you need. And I think you'll be really surprised. I love this exercise. Do you remember the statement from the beginning when I said that changing a life is 80% an internal game? So when I say spend a few days just noticing what's going on in your mind, this is why. Because you can't work on the 80% if you don't even know what's there. So this is step one. So next episode, I want to talk about what you actually do once you have noticed that. Once you have seen the voice for what it is. So awareness is step number one. There's a next step, and this one involves to be a bit delusional. More next Wednesday.